The Whisper Man. He leaves no trace, no message, only haunting. The media calls him the Whisperer, an unsolved serial killer who wreaks terror at exactly 3:33 a.m. I'm Liam Darnell, a former detective, now a freelance investigator, haunted by unsolved deaths. When a string of grisly cases begins to resurface, I know, the Whisperer is back.
I never thought I'd be woken up by a call in the wee hours of the morning, not by an alarm, but by the heavy breathing of the night cop on the other end of the line. He told me I needed to get to Elm Slope immediately.
Okay, so let's dive in. Welcome everyone to the deep dive.
Hello.
Today we're looking at something, well, it's really unsettling. This figure known, at least from our main source, as the Whisper Man.
Right, described as a serial killer, but one with this really specific, almost ritualistic timing, exactly 3:33 a.m. It's odd.
It is, and just so you know, our whole deep dive today, it comes entirely from the personal accounts and the findings of one investigator, Liam Darnell.
Yeah, and it sounds like he got maybe too close to the subject matter reading his notes.
You could say that. So yeah, our goal here is simply to unpack what Darnell actually documented, you know? The details, the strange patterns, especially around this figure in that precise time.
Sticking strictly to his material. And what really hits you first in his account is that feeling he captures. That sense of waking up suddenly, middle of the night, maybe exactly at 3:33, and just feeling watched, like you're not alone.
Totally. That primal fear. He starts his account with this call, right? Pre-dawn, 43 Elm Slope, and he describes arriving there, this, like, heavy sense of dread, real terror, almost radiating from the house. Even the police chief was affected.
And the scene inside, I mean, according to Darnell's notes, it's deeply disturbing. The family, 3 of them, sitting on the sofa.
Upright?
Upright, yeah.
Yeah.
Eyes sewn shut, black thread. And each one has this faint smile. And crucially, Darnell emphasizes, no sign of forced entry, no struggle. It's quiet, too quiet.
Yeah.
Almost staged.
And there's this one detail from the source that just sticks with you. This ragged cloth doll found with the mother.
Oh, yeah.
Its stomach was slit open and stuffed with long, damp human hair.
It's such a specific, unsettling image, that dampness.
Exactly. Then there's the tech angle. The house had an internal camera.
And it caught something right at 3:33 a.m.
Yeah.
Silent video footage.
Showing.
A tall figure, slender build, wearing a dark cloak, just standing right in front of the camera. And its mouth is moving like it's whispering something.
But no sound on the main recording, except they did recover something.
A tiny fragment, yeah. The source calls it a low, soft voice, almost like a breath. And it says, don't open your eyes when I enter. The darkest does not like to be seen.
Wow, okay. And didn't Darnell mention something about the sound engineer who worked on it?
He did. Apparently, the engineer got a nosebleed, felt physically ill, described the sound as feeling like an echo from inside my own head. Really strange effects.
So this leads to the obvious question Darnell explores, was this a one-off?
Exactly. And his research, according to the documents, connects this Elm Slope house, which locals apparently called the House of Whispers, by the way.
Creepy name.
To older incidents. Back in '82, a boy, Eli Carver, vanished from that same house. Found later with a doll. Eyes sewn shut.
Okay, there's a pattern emerging.
Definitely. Then 1998, Felix Crowley. Found dead, eyes sewn shut, that same faint smile. And in his journal, the phrase, he doesn't like to be seen, don't open your eyes when he enters.
The exact phrase from the audio fragment.
The exact phrase. The source really hammers this point. The repetition is key. The time, 3:33 a.m. The sewn eyes, the smile, that specific warning, the doll sometimes. It's relentless.
And back at the Elm Slope house, in the present day for the investigator, what else did he find? Something in the cellar.
Yeah, a crude drawing, done in blood, it seems. And the words, his hour is 3:33, written over and over.
Just driving that point home, everything points to that time.
But maybe the weirdest part, the most unsettling for Darnell personally, according to his account, was a photograph.
What about it?
He took a photo in that cellar. Later, looking at it, the picture showed him. But in the photo, his eyes were sewn shut.
What? How is that even possible?
Well, and it gets weirder. Analysis of the digital photo file itself apparently revealed hidden binary code, like ones and zeros embedded in the image data.
And the code said?
When decoded, it spelled out, I am behind you.
Okay, that crosses line. That's not just evidence, that's personal.
Yeah.
And digital manipulation like that, hidden inside the file.
Exactly. The source suggests this is where things really started to unravel for Darnell. The line between the investigation and, well, reality itself just blurred completely.
So if you pull all these threads from Darnell's notes together, what's the conclusion the source material seems to be pointing towards?
Well, based on his synthesis of everything, the impossible entries, the clockwork timing, the rituals, this bizarre digital interference, it seems to point away from just a regular human killer.
Towards something else.
Towards something else. Something operating outside, let's say, normal rules. The source even mentions this old, obscure cult belief Darnell uncovered.
Yeah.
That 3.33 a.m. isn't just a time on the clock. It's seen by some as a kind of weak point, a threshold, maybe even a doorway.
Which makes Darnell's central point even more chilling, that 3.33 a.m. might be more than just a time. It could be significant, something else entirely.
Yeah. So looking back at this dive into Darnell's findings, the pattern is just stark, isn't it? The consistent 3.333 timing over years, the precise ritualistic methods, these repeating symbols and phrases linking cases, and that feeling of violation, intrusion, even into digital spaces.
It's deeply unsettling. So if we take that idea from the source seriously for a moment, the one about 3.33 a.m. being a kind of doorway, then the question for you, listening, based only on Darnell's compiled material, has to be,
What or who exactly might be stepping through?